Hello everyone, this is Dr. Bhaumik Joshi from Aspire MDS, and in this video we'll be discussing about blinding, which is an important topic for your NEET MDS and INI-CET MDS exam. So let's start with this lecture. So blinding basically is a process through which we can prevent bias. Now bias can be of three types. The bias can be on the participant's side, it can be on the observer's side, or it can be on the investigator's side. All right, let's assume that we are conducting a study to compare two drugs on a particular group of patients. Now, for conducting a study, to one group will be giving the drug that we want to try, and the other drug will be, or the other group will be receiving the placebo. So in that case, the participants who know that they are receiving the actual drug, or if they know that I am receiving the placebo, so they'll be giving response accordingly. So that is known as participants bias. Then comes observer bias. Now the observer bias is when the person who is observing the study, if he knows that this group is getting placebo and this group is getting the actual drug, then also he'll be having this bias in their mind. All right. And the investigator, once the study is over, the person who is investigating, and if he knows that allocation is as per this, group A has the drug, group B has the placebo, then in the results also we'll be seeing the difference. So this participants, observer or investigator bias can take place, and to prevent it, we do the blinding. All right. Now blinding prevents the participants, observers, and the investigators, or the person who is analyzing the data, from knowing the group allocation. All right. Depending on which of this, the participant, observer, and the investigator who has got blinded, based on that, we have different type of blindings. So first is single blinding, where the investigator and the analyst, they knows which group is which, only the participant is blind. This is known as single blind study. This has been asked previously in the exam, that in a single blind trial, the participant is unaware of the group of the treatment location. Then comes the double blind, where the participant knows, the participant doesn't know, the investigator doesn't know, but the data analyst knows that which group was which. So this is known as double blind study. Now previously it has been asked in the exam that this double blind trials or the double blind study minimizes the investigator bias, because the investigator doesn't know. So it minimizes the investigator bias in the randomized control trials. It prevents the participants. So remember, participant, investigator, and data analyst are the three possibilities who can be blinded. So in the single blind trial we saw, it was just the participant. In the double blind trial, it is the participant and the investigator. And the triple blind trial, all the three, the participant, the investigator, as well as the person who is analyzing the data, all of them are unaware of which group was given which intervention, whether it is a drug or any kind of surgical intervention or anything. All right. So these are the three types of blindings. The most ideal method of blinding is triple blinding, where none of them know. All right. But the most frequently used blinding, if it is asked to you, it will be double blinding. All right. So it prevents differential questioning. So this has been asked in the exam, that which blinding helps in eliminating the interviewer bias. So obviously both the double and triple blinding does. In that exam, the option was double blinding. Okay, so how does this help in preventing the interviewer bias? So let's say you are an investigator and you are giving a particular drug, which is, let's say, is antihypertensive to the patients of hypertension. All right. Now, if you know that this group is been given this antihypertensive and the other group is given placebo, then there will be somewhere in your mind you'll be looking for the reasons to find out that this drug has caused effect in the first group, it has not caused effect in the other group. So this is the difference between the condition where the investigator knows which drug is given and the other condition where the investigator doesn't know. All right. So this prevents the investigator bias. So again, just for a quick review, the single blind trial, only the participant is blind, investigator and data analysts are not. In double blind trial, the participant and the investigators are blind, the data analyst is not. And in triple blind trial, all the three of them have got the blinding. All right. So this one more thing, in the randomized control trial, the participants, they cannot choose whether the active molecule is given to them or the placebo is given to them. So it is blinded. Even the investigator don't know that which group is given which drug. So uh, the blinding of investigator is done, blinding of participant is done in the randomized control trial. Okay, and what it helps in? It helps in reducing the bias, which is linked to the knowledge of the treatment allocation. If you like this video, do subscribe to this channel on YouTube. We'll be having more such video in this series. All the best.